How do we really have courage in the midst of life's trials and tribulations and ups and downs and disappointments? Well, I'm Brenda, Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor, and we're here to talk about courage today. So, in my Live Lavishly Manifesto, which if you don't have it, you can get on my site. So, go to brendaflorida.com and you'll see where to sign up for that. We're talking about courage and the importance of having courage because it is really the first of all virtues, so to speak. I really took that line from Maya Angelou, who I think is was such a wise woman, and I won't try to quote her directly because I'll mess that up, but it really struck me and stuck with me when she said that about courage being the most important because all the other virtues depend on it. And it really got me thinking. And when I look at the Live Lavishly Manifesto, I could say the same thing. So, we started with I want it all, right? That's the kind of people we are. We admit that. But that takes a certain amount of courage, right? Because some people will judge you or me for that, thinking it's greedy or whatever they want to say about it. So it takes a little courage even just to say that. And then this idea of knowing your truth and knowing, when to speak your truth. That definitely takes courage. And living unapologetically, authentically takes plenty of courage. So as I look at each of our things on the manifesto, I really see how courage plays a part, which is why I included it here kind of right in the middle at number 5. So I want you to think about how courage has impacted you, because all of us are courageous, okay? It just takes a certain amount of courage to get wherever you are in life. And then look at maybe a place in your life where you weren't as courageous as you wanted to be. I know I have had situations in my life where, particularly in my romantic relationships, where I have lacked the courage, let's say, to speak my truth. Okay. And that's put me in a really bad situation in the relationship. Or maybe I didn't have the courage to speak up in a work situation, ask for a raise or a promotion that I wanted, or even to have my work acknowledged, right? I'm sure we've all been in that. I certainly have been in that place in my work life. So there's always, there can be smaller examples where maybe we don't have the courage to say what we mean with a friend, or to do what we want to do, to travel. I was just fortunate enough to go with a group of really fantastic, dynamic women to Paris for several days. And we just talked about how much travel means to us, and just the insights that you can get when you change your surroundings, especially something as dramatically different as Paris is to most of us here in the US. And how it really takes courage sometimes to even allow yourself that type of experience, to spend the money, right? To take the time away from others. So courage weaves itself in and out of our lives, and we all have places where it's very easy for us to be courageous, and then other places where it's very difficult. So I'd love for you to consider that today and really think about and post down in the comments below an area of your life where it's very easy for you to be courageous, and other people might comment to you like, wow, you really, spoke your truth or stood up for yourself or whatever in that. And then another area of your life where it's a challenge, where you really have to struggle to have courage, or maybe you just know, like I did in some of my romantic relationships, that I just didn't have courage. I was not using my courage. And you can learn from both those situations, right? So look at the situation where you have a lot of courage and say, okay, how did I do that? What's that about? What does that look like for me? What fuels my courage? And then take that to the situation where you're not and see where you could apply those same principles. Because one of the things that I believe and that I always work with clients on when I'm coaching them privately is all the answers are inside of you. So a little bit of a spoiler alert on some of these how-to aspects of these videos. You already know exactly how to. We just need to sometimes find it. It's gotten covered up with a little bit of dirt or, buried down a little bit, and you need to find them. But we always have clues within our lives of exactly how to find the things that we're also missing in other areas. So all the genius, all the truth is in you. And if I can help you find it, that's what I love about being a life coach. So thanks for being with me, and let's live lavishly.